Hello everyone. I've done a couple of videos today, but I ended up trying to explain how I get so overwhelmed, and when we start commenting and replying on videos, and then I lose myself. I lose what I was supposed to be giving, you know and then I feel like I haven't kept up with this, brethren, and don't think that you're not always. I'm thinking of you all, my brethren. You know who you are, and you're always with me. You are always in my heart, and I think of you every day. And when I don't get to speak with some of you, and I've thought that we'd get together with conference, and it's just, this is why I get overwhelmed with everything that is being spoken, and just with the brethren, just in the comments and replies and videos we make. And then to top it off, I end up going to see other videos that I get upset, and then I get overwhelmed by them, because there's so much you see, and you see the darkness, you see when they don't see, and it just, so I'm just gonna put out how I can. I get so stressed out from not making videos, and from not getting together, and when I say I had hoped to come and do conferences, but we will get there. We will get there. Just, I think we all have a lot going on right now. And to the depth that everything, just in these last weeks, that everything's coming together. And it's, when I say coming together, is you see the work. All the work that's been done in you, and you see just everything fitting together in the scripture, in what one another speaks, and it's all connected, it's all being fulfilled. And it's just, and you got so much, because you got so much on your mind with it. Even those brethren who are not understanding what we're saying, or some, I'm sure, speaking against us, and I don't know what else is going on, but I know that there's some brethren that they haven't understood some things, and so they're still bound. And see what happens when I start making videos, and you see me getting stronger, and when I get, then that's when, then we get the more comments and replies, and you want to reply, and you get so much, and then I lose my place. And so we all have to just take this slow. I mean, we're not the Most High. We're not God. We are a part of, offspring of. But we are only little pieces of a much bigger, a much bigger work, and we're all little pieces of it. And some of the things, I mean, because that's what some, they can't, those who haven't known these things, they can't understand how everything comes together within. So, and it's been a great work, and I wanted to explain it a little bit, because it's just as when you're born in the flesh, your worldly father teaches you. You learn from the world. And, and it is being reborn. You learn you learn how to read. You learn what, your father, the world, teaches you when you're born in the flesh. And then when you are born of spirit, you're learning this all over. But you are, that's why that first year, that was the washing, that was the rebirth. That, I don't know how it all, sometimes it's hard to explain, but that was purging me of all that the world had taught to me. And I didn't know, but now I understand. It was the rebirth, and it was me I was being taught again, taught how to read again, taught the writings, the spirit language. Though I was taught the meaning of it. It's just, and I'm not going to try to explain what I can't explain. I mean, if I was going to do a whole video and try to, but it's just, the work that's been done is just, and now that there you are 4 years later, you see it, because you've learned through all of it that's been done in you. It's, you know, but it wasn't all over, it wasn't overnight. This, you know, this rebirth and renewing and all this instruction of spirit and understanding is, it's a whole other language, a whole other life than what we knew before. And but anyway, I'm just maybe I'll just leave it at that right now. See if there's a few more things, just to put a shout out right now. Then I'm going to try to focus on a few things. A really beautiful vision that, and I wanted to do a video on dreams and visions. But see, it's hard enough for me to focus because that's how I am. That's how I've always been. But having so much that's happened and that I've held in and that, you know, I now understand, and to try to focus on one thing, you know, but every time I do try to get my focus and I put out a video or two, then I just end up getting so overwhelmed with everything. And it's a blessing. It's, you know, when you hear the brethren and the confirmation and, you know. Hello everyone, I was just making a video trying to explain, you know, just to shout out and how I get overwhelmed. This car was going by, got my attention. You know, when the conversation starts and I just lose my place, you know. And then I get so much filled up in me that I get so upset because I haven't put anything out, and, you know, I haven't got to speak with the brethren that I said, just, you know, just bear with me and we'll slowly get there, and, you know, just each of us do our part, you know, to light up the world. That's why this work has been done in us. And I'm gonna, you know, I'm gonna put this at the end of the video. It just got cut off, and it's kind of might not make a whole lot of sense, but I'm gonna try to put out a couple videos, and I do hope to speak with some of you soon. And you're always with me, you know. You know, Carlos, I've been wanting to speak with Brother Carlos, been wanting to get a conference, and my happy feet is a happy feet, and Donna, and so many that, you know, just forgive me for being so out of whack, because it's just, I got so much going on and so much here, and, you know, if it wasn't for the strength in me that, you know, I'd just crack. You know, but ain't no time for cracking. We just have to breathe as another brothers, rest and take things slow and just do our part and our best. And I'm going to share, you know, there's so much to share. There's no, you know, where do you begin? And so I'm just going to put out what I can. And I do love you all. Many blessings.